And last but not least, we have the progression series for the lateral chain in grind style calisthenics. 6 levels of progression to train your muscles along the left and right side of your bodies. These include your spinal erectors, muscles in your hips, even all the muscles in your shoulders and your legs that face onto your side are involved in the lateral chain. So the first step is we have the straddle side plank. This is a very stable exercise where we can get a good feeling on how to engage our muscles in both the inner and outer thigh. We're getting our obliques, the muscles along the spinal erectors. It's also a really good exercise for helping you get a feel for where you can optimally position yourself sideways versus having any sort of like hips sticking back, twisting, and all of these other ways that signify an instability or weakness in the lateral chain. Level 2 is we go into the side plank with one foot on top of the other. So what we're doing is we're reducing the amount of stability in the lower body, therefore requiring much more tension in the lateral chain to produce the stability along the entire length of the body. Level 3 is more dynamic. So now we have these side bends. This is, in my opinion, way better than the classic side bend where you have a weight on one side and you're kind of going side to side. Especially this version where you've got like 2 weights on either side. I mean, I don't even understand what the point of that is. It's like one just counteracts the weight of the other. But side planks have this ability to use the exact same movement, but there's no direct resistance from an external source. Plus you can improve the mobility of the spine along your lateral chain, and you get to use your hips in inclusion with your lateral chain movement in the spine as well. Level 4, we go into the grind straps or any suspension training device of your choice. Again, we're using this to remove friction from one point of the body while also increasing the angle to gravity, so there's more resistance and more stability requirement from your lateral chain. Level 5, the dynamic version of this. So being elevated with our feet in the strap, we now can increase to a much greater range of motion. Plus we have less friction that is supporting us. Plus we have a lot more stability requirement. So this is really a much kind of like a 1, 2, 3 punch that really works the lateral chain. And then finally, level 6, we have the same basic idea, but now we can extend ourselves out a little bit while we dip our hips down closer to the ground, therefore increasing the leverage and the resistance along the entire lateral chain, pulling yourself up together as you lift up and going in a smooth, controlled motion for reps on each side. So that concludes all of the 6 levels of progressions for the 6 tension chains. You can find out more here. Also, don't forget, check out the Grind Style Calisthenics playlist on the RDP channel. I have all of the videos for all of the other progressions for the tension chain, your chest, your back, your biceps, your legs. Everything else is covered in that. If you have questions, leave them down below in the RDP community. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Be fit, live free.